Harold Landry, of course, in Tennessee. If you're talking about the pass rush, you got to include him. He had 22 QB hits, 12 sacks, both career highs for him, JJ. Safe to say he's staying in Tennessee with the Titans, right?
Well, maybe, right? Because it's not like, again, they're flush with cap space. And you look at the deal that they gave Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree's counting 9% of their cap. And that's hard. If you're going to pay Harold Landry that franchise tag, that's a whole lot of money you got tied up at outside linebacker when this is a team that has some other needs. And listen, they want to keep Harold Landry. And I think the great thing about the Tennessee Titans is there was a report out there from a couple months ago that they had already been discussing a contract extension. It would behoove Harold Landry to go ahead and, well, not sign whatever's on the table, of course, but to sign that long-term deal if it is a fair deal for him and the Tennessee Titans, because of course that would lower the cap hit. That would be the sort of guaranteed large number of the franchise tag. He's not even 26 years old yet. Tennessee Titans have had some misses in the draft. Harold Landry is that dude. You do want to keep him in there. But again, it's a big proposition to ask them to tie up all that money at the outside linebacker position. So hopefully they are closer to that contract extension where they don't have to exercise the tag and be sort of hamstrung by that big number heading into free agency.
Yeah, they should retain his services. He played some of his best football a year ago, double-digit sacks, over 70 total tackles. But when you look at where they are when it comes to contracts, they've already given out defensively. They gave out a lot of money to Bud Dupree, as you mentioned. Harold outplayed Bud Dupree. You look at Danico Autry, they signed from the Indianapolis Colts, gave him a nice contract as well. And eventually they're going to have to pay Jeffrey Simmons. So will they find a way to get it in with Harold Landry? I think it would make sense, but I don't know. And then when you talk about the franchise tag as well, that's a hefty salary to pay for 1 year for one guy. But all in all, the best years are yet to come. He basically showed the organization what type of player he can be. Very, very consistent. And when you can put pressure on the quarterbacks and get sacks, that's always a big need for organizations. So hopefully Tennessee, they do the right thing. Worst case scenario, tag him. But they need to find a way to keep him in a Tennessee Titans uniform.
Titans.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.